Hey everyone, it's Wendy Hutchinson with Alinea Life Coaching, and this is my October 2025 newsletter. This month was all about releasing the deeper shadows within. So, the theme of my newsletter this month was shadow and light. And the reason I chose that was I have been bearing witness to humanity going through this incredible alchemy and excavation almost, not by choice, of some of the deeper things that have held them hostage, maybe for lifetimes, but absolutely in this lifetime. And I can't tell you how many people I have talked to this month who have had situations come up as absolutely intense triggering events for them. So, just by circumstance, the people in their lives have actually triggered the shit out of them through some sort of interaction or social setting, situation, or a work environment experience. We tend to be triggered in our daily lives by the people we interact with, usually by the people we're closest to. So you might be finding that you are experiencing just what seems like randomly things being said to you or incidents happening that are almost triggering the deepest wounds that you've managed to bury and suppress for a long time. And those we call the shadow. And the shadow is a place where we kind of bury and hide and don't look at things within ourselves, right? We don't look at our trauma. We don't look at our history. We don't get curious about the inception of a lot of the things that caused us to develop coping strategies that are unhealthy that maybe aren't working anymore. So, the theme of the newsletter this month, as I said, was shadow and light because people are being very confronted by their shadow. But also, there's a reason for it, and that is to raise your light quotient. It's to allow you to confront the things that are challenging you. And I want to tell you that there are layers and layers um, to these wounds. So, first of all, it's never just the experience. That's the trigger only. That is the fuse that is lighting you up, right? And that is the fuse that is amplifying your emotional response and tipping you into these old behavior patterns that really don't serve you, that aren't aligned with who you are as your authentic self, and are often very reactive. So the more amplified your response, the deeper the wound. And it's really important for us right now to start excavating some of these shadows and deeper wounds so that we can confront them, confront ourselves, be honest with ourselves, and release them, process them, heal them, so that we can raise our light quotient, raise our frequency, and then step more powerfully forward in our lives as a truer version of ourselves, not a version of ourselves that is comprised of maybe half truths or maybe a few masks that we wear in different social settings. The goal right now is to really increase your light quotient, raise your frequency, and show up in the world as your highest and best because the world needs you right now. So I'm finding that it's more pronounced in people who haven't done a lot of shadow work. So they have a lot to unpack to kind of catch up with the rest, right? They're going to have to go pretty deep, pretty fast. And they may be just having trigger after trigger after trigger and feel like they're just getting slammed constantly. And then they're going to wonder why. Why is this happening to me? Well, it's because it's time. It's happening to you because it's time for you to step into your power and purpose here. We all have one. We all have a reason we're here and a mission that we came to accomplish. And as a part of that, for each of us, is this healing of the shadow. It's a mandate. That's an absolute necessity before we can truly show up as our highest and best, right? So this month, I offered a few tips on how to navigate these challenges. And the first one is to get curious. When you're triggered, get curious. What is this about? And why am I so triggered? Because that incident or those words that triggered you are just like lighting the fuse for the firework. The match has nothing to do with it. It's just the match. It's the strike of the match, right? So, what is it inside that is being triggered? And when was the first time you experienced that feeling? It could be in a feeling of vulnerability. It could be a lack of emotional safety. It could be a feeling of being out of control. What was it? What was the thing? What's the feeling that you're having? And then trace it back. Most people have an inception point in their childhood where something traumatic happened and they created this coping strategy to survive, emotionally survive their family or their school life or their friendship circles or whatever it was, right? That was creating vulnerability within. So often we carry these strategies that we created as children into our adult lives. And it may have worked for us when we were, 3 years old till 10, but those strategies don't serve us anymore. And they're really getting us into hot water more and more. And will continue to until we actually confront it and heal it. So pay attention to the triggers that are coming up. You won't be able to not see it. It'll be right in your face. And they're coming up more aggressively right now because you are trying to pace and hold a frequency in resonance with the rising frequencies on Earth. So every time the Earth is shifting into a higher harmonic, humanity has to match it. So everyone on the planet is being challenged and confronted daily with aspects of shadow in order to reach for the light. So I know you guys have got this. You're all doing amazing. Show compassion and kindness towards yourself during this incredible time. And I know eventually you will rise into your highest and best version of you and be able to help so many people around you and share your light with the world. All right, you guys, take care until next month. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.